What's going on, guys? I'm Josh.
I'm Samantha.
And we're the Collecting Couple. And today we have another episode of Funko News.
Let's get started.
Welcome back to another episode of the channel, guys. Before we get into this, make sure you leave a like down below and hit subscribe and the notification bell if you're new, so that way you are updated to our most recent videos. But as you guys know, every week we like to update you on the latest Funko news from the past week. So we're going to start with Adam Warlock making his Marvel 80th years appearance and his first Funko Pop appearance. And this would also be our second character who has ever wielded the Infinity Gauntlet in a Funko Pop. Maybe not in the comics, but in a Funko Pop. So those of you who are familiar with Adam Warlock, you do know that he wields the Infinity Gauntlet, and he does so in this Funko Pop as well. Right now, we don't know where this would be exclusive to as far as a retailer. My guess is probably Walgreens. I just have a feeling it probably will be Walgreens exclusive, but we will provide you with more updates as we figure them out.
Next, we have the hottest Funko Shop drop, I believe, of this year. So from Cartoon Network, it's Dexter's Laboratory and Johnny Bravo. So these two pops are highly anticipated. There were rumors of Johnny Bravo, and people had seen the glam of it, and it was gonna come out, but we weren't really sure when. Dexter's Laboratory, I think people saw leaks of it, like just written down, no glam or anything. So this was actually the first time we've seen the Dexter's pop, but these pops are absolutely amazing. I love them so much. We were on the Funko Shop trying to get them, and one of them sold out while we were in the checkout. You can take a guess of which one, but these pops are super cool. Wish we could have both of them in our collection, but we were able to get one, so be on the lookout for a Funko Shop exclusive video coming your way.
Another Funko Shop release we had this week were for the Pop Pez and DC collectors out there. We have a 4-pack of DC Pop Pez. Now these included the Green Arrow, the Green Lantern, Lex Luthor, and Hawk Girl. Now these are still on the shop as far as I know, because these were not limited pieces. Pez usually only sell out on the Funko Shop if they are limited numbers like the Toy Story ones. So if you are a Pop Pez collector and you really like these characters, they are still up on the Funko Shop if you are interested.
Next up, we have a Star Wars pop. It is the Dagobah R2-D2. So this R2-D2 is really, really awesome. I think it's the same mold as the other one. At least the number is the same. But they did change it to where it is kind of muddy looking. This is after R2-D2 falls into the swamp on Dagobah when they first get there. So this is a really neat pop. We'll definitely be adding it to our collection. I think this is probably like the 4th or 5th R2-D2 pop that we have in our collection. So it's going to be really neat, and we can't wait to add this to our Star Wars pops.
This week also brought us the announcement of the Mandalorian Wave 3. Now I do have a suspicion that we have not seen the end of this wave being announced, but we have, in the initial announcement anyway, the few comments that we have. So the first thing we have is a, I guess, television moment in this case with the Mandalorian and the child. So pretty cool moment. I think we'll probably end up getting it. This is the first one where the child is in his little egg pod, so we probably will get this. And then we also have 2 more child comments. We have one where the child is eating the frog, and then one where the child has his little drinking cup full of soup or coffee or whatever it is he was drinking in the scene. And then finally we have the Moff Gideon Funko Pop that has finally been released. Now I always thought it would have been cool to have like a regular Moff Gideon with the chase being with the Darksaber, but just having the comment with the Darksaber is fine with me. We did have 2 exclusives that were announced, and again, I do feel like we probably have more that will be coming out. We will update you if that does happen. But we have the Walmart exclusive, The Child Using the Force. We did pre-order this week. I think this is the best child pop that they have announced yet. I really like it. And then we also had a Target exclusive, The Child Concerned Funko Pop was announced. Now we have not pre-ordered this at all. I have seen some people, and I think Samantha is one of them, that is starting to not like the amount of the child variants. I'm kind of leaning that way, but as a huge Star Wars fan and Star Wars collector, I think I will probably end up getting all of these. These are all up for pre-order right now, so if you would like them, make sure you go pre-order them, because Mandalorian stuff has been selling out fast.
We have some Disney pops coming out. So this one is Zeus. This is when he's creating Baby Pegasus, so he's got the cloud that he creates Baby Pegasus out of. This is an overseas edition right now, so we don't know where it's going to be in the States yet, So keep your eyes peeled for that, where it's going to be, when it's going to be coming out, those types of things. But this is a really cool pop, really unique sculpt. Love the beard, love the hair. The hair looks really awesome with the type of curls, and it translated really well to a pop figure. So I'm looking forward to this pop. I don't know if we'll add it to our collection or not. I'm not a huge Hercules fan. I think Josh wants to get this one, so we definitely will get it if he wants it. So be on the lookout for when this pop comes out.
The last piece of news we have is not Funko related, but I figured some of you might want to know about this. Fig Pin tomorrow for Star Wars Day will be dropping their first ever Star Wars Fig Pin. It is Luke riding the Tauntaun. So again, this is for Star Wars Day. This Fig Pin is limited to 1,980 pieces to kind of commemorate the release of Empire Strikes Back in 1980. So if you are wanting this, it is super limited, so make sure you're keeping an eye on their site, on their Instagram, for when this drops tomorrow if you are interested in it. I might try to get it, I don't know. I guess it just depends on how much it costs, because at the moment I'm not entirely sure what this retails for. But if you really like Fig Pins and you're a Star Wars fan, make sure that you're keeping an eye on the Fig Pins channels for Instagram or website for this drop tomorrow. That's going to do it for this episode of Funko News, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Let us know down in the comments, did we forget something that we should have mentioned? Or what was your most favorite article / news story that we talked about in today's episode? That's going to be it for today, though. We will see you in tomorrow's Star Wars Day video. And remember, never stop collecting.